Hey everybody, not sure if anybody is on tonight yet. Thank you guys so much for jumping into sprints last night. It was a ton of fun. I haven't done like a weeknight sprint ever before, so I was super super excited to have everybody on. It was a good time, and we just spent some time on the library, black shelves. I'm a floating head today again, so I do have Jackie with me today from the Jersey Ghouls podcast. Hello, Jackie.
Hello, hello.
Jackie's a good friend, and she's usually in the comments on sprints, but I threw it out to whoever wanted to pop in or out tonight, and we should have a pretty good time. It's Friday night.
Mhm.
What is everybody up to, Jackie? What are your plans for the weekend?
Actually, we are doing some housework this weekend. Our basement is just, it's the concrete walls basement, and we are trying to get some stuff cleaned up. So this weekend we are patching holes in the concrete. We're gonna paint on some dry lock. So very exciting adulting weekend of
Yeah,
house chores. Yeah,
that sounds very adulty. Good
yeah.
for you. I'm not doing anything adulty. I'm actually just proud of myself that I took a banana and put it in a wrap with some peanut butter for my dinner tonight.
Okay, so it wasn't just iced coffee today.
No, but I did have, I think, like 8 shots of iced coffee, like, over, like, 3, and I do still have my gummy worms from last night, so,
Nice.
I mean,
Yeah.
what do you do? Hubby's
What
away, so
Yes.
right?
Yeah, I mean, that's how it's gotta go. My thought is I'm gonna be on vacation, not this week, but the week after. So I kinda wanna get all of, like, the chores done, so when we are off, we're just doing a staycation, so when we are off, I don't have that feeling of, like, I need to clean or we
Yeah.
should be patching holes, or I want my vacation to just be, like, without as much responsibility as humanly possible.
That's perfect, and I'm hoping to get, some stuff done, like, outside of the library too, just around the house for when Matthew gets back, so then, again, for his last couple of days, we're not just like, "Oh, let's do laundry and let's go grocery
Mhm.
shopping," and, the things that you do, right? So, trying to get some of that stuff done too. My mom came over, their stuff finally arrived from Newfoundland that they got trucked up, and, so we were unpacking a van today. They're just storing some stuff at my place until they can get a place of their own. So they've got a car, they've got licenses, they've got their Alberta healthcare, all of that's settled. So I'm like, you're officially Albertans now, is how I'm feeling. So
Nice.
that's really, really good. It's been kind of a bit of a chore to get them settled and stuff, but we're getting there.
Yes. Hello, ED.
Hi, good evening.
Hello.
What are you working on, Edie? Did you tell us that you finished a book last night? I can't remember. Refresh my memory. Hi, Lily. Be finishing Good Half Gone by Taryn Fisher. Do you know that one, Jackie?
I don't.
Oh, it's a new one to me too, I think.
Yeah.
Let us know how you're liking it. Hey. So happy that I have like regulars that come in, and it's always so much fun. So I do have news for everybody who hasn't been on Instagram in the past hour. So we'll talk about things happening, and I just got the most fantastic purse in. I'll show you guys on the
Ooh,
next one, for spooky season. It's spooky, themed, very Halloweeny, and I forgot to bring it down, so I will bring it into the next chat. I'm so excited. So freaking excited. I'm like, new purse for spooky season shopping? I mean, you can't get much better, right?
yeah.
Hello, book wanderer. Hi, Matt.
Hello, hello.
Hello, good evening. Yuletide in July read. Oh, yes, The Visitor, I remember
Ooh.
now. I'm liking it as a thriller who knew his book, very dark. Oh, well, that's good. I'm gonna have to look it up. Like I said, it was completely new to me, and I'm always up for a good thriller. Cleaning and listening to Desert Island Discs podcast. That one's new to me too.
Mhm.
Is that one new to you, Jackie?
Yeah, I've not heard that.
Island Discs. I'm assuming it has something to do with like what you would bring on a desert island if you had your music. Am I warm? Am I right?
Yeah.
Let me know. So we were just saying I'm gonna have to, when I shoot my video on Sunday, I'm gonna have to like stack some books behind me or something, because I've been just really taking my time and cataloging things. on my bookshelf app, which I'm not affiliated with them. I talk about them constantly, but there's a little section where you could put notes. And so I've been going through like each book and saying like if there's writing or if there's creases in the covers or whatever. So then if I'm out and I can find a replacement, then at least I can see my notes all in one place.
Hmm.
So it's taking a little bit extra time though.
Okay.
It's the only thing. All right. So I just got home from the tattoo shop.
Mm.
So excited. So August 2nd, I have a session booked in to get this arm finished. So I still have like the sensitive spot
Oh yeah.
to finish up. So he's doing that. And I'm not sure if I said this on here, but Matt told me that which way do I have to go? My moon, you can kind of see it here. My moon, he's like, your
Hmm.
moon needs bats. So I
Oh, that's a very good
have some
idea.
bats in there.
Hmm.
So that's going to be one session. Um, so he said it should only take like an hour and a half, and I'm getting a couple of fingers just touched up, which I'm not excited about, but them's the breaks, you know. Um, and then on August 31st, I'm going in for another full day, and I'm so excited.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So we're doing a portrait on this arm. So it's going to be, I don't want to give too much away, but it's going to be like a goddess portrait. And then I've got a whole like neck, back, shoulder, chest piece kind of planned. Um,
Ooh.
that's very Celtic themed. So I'm very excited. I like it's always so hard to go in for those consults because I'm like, okay, let's do it now.
Yeah, let's go now. Just clear your schedule. That's fine.
Not like he's busy or anything,
No.
you know,
No, it's your own personal tattoo artist.
right? So that's in the hopper. So I'm super excited about it.
I forgot to tell you earlier, you completely influenced me to buy a book. We were on the I can't talk. I was at the beach today, and on the way home we stopped at a bookstore. And yes, you have completely influenced me.
Yay!
I'm
Oh, that's so
really excited. I
exciting.
saw this and I was like, oh, instantly grabbed. Like, didn't even think about it. I was like, pulling on, like, thank you, Lizzie. Thank you for that.
I love this.
Yeah.
Edie, that sounds really up your alley too. We need you to go out and buy the Victorian ghost stories now so we can all do like a group read.
And I think it was on, I think this might have been one of the bargain books too.
Nice.
I think this might have been like $7 maybe. I think it was one of the bargain books. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Didn't even flip through the contents. I just saw this
Just grab it.
title. I'm like, oh, that's lovely. This is mine. That's mine now.
Yeah, I should get paid by the bookshelf app. I know.
Yeah.
Wasn't it you who told me about it?
Yeah.
Actually?
And let me tell you, I think I've logged like 4 books in mine.
Oh, I've got like freaking
Totally fell off the wagon with that.
it's so bad. I literally have a shelf for everything. And I don't know if there's a limit, but there's literally hundreds of books in there. So I think, and this is a little bit ridiculous, I think my collection is up around 1,500 now. Oh.
Okay. Isn't the internet rumor that over 1,000 officially makes you a library? I think so. You have officially have haunted
I
library.
officially have gone into
The
library
haunted
status.
Victorian library is
Yeah, it's funny because when we were sitting down watching TV or watching a movie, and just all of a sudden he's like, "Your moon needs bats." I didn't know what the heck he was talking about, and he was like,
I
"Your
love
tattoo,
that
your moon needs
idea.
bats." So I love that I've made Matt an honorary goth. Sounds exciting. I'm so
Mhm.
excited. Yes, it's going to be very expensive and it's going to be very painful, but it's rewarding in the end. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll definitely when the August 2nd one is over, I will for sure show you guys what it looks like. Ghosty books. Yeah, put it in your wish list because I know it's going to be right up your alley too. Okay, so I don't know how long I'm going for sprints tonight. I want to get like a good chunk of stuff done. Usually I go for 3 sessions, but I might go for even more. I'm not really too sure. I guess we'll wait to see how I feel. So of course, Jackie, anybody in the comments, you guys can hop in and out. Because I know you're out on the East Coast, so it's later out there. I think you're 2 hours ahead of me.
Yeah, it's about 10 after 8 right now.
Yeah. So I'm gonna set up the kitty and we'll go for 45 for the first one. I think the longest ones I've done is like 3 or so hours. I know some other people like Kelsey when she does sprints, she goes for like 5 or 6 hours, like she's a
She
champ.
goes all day. She's
Yeah,
a champ with those.
geez. I don't know. I don't have that much like social battery, even though I'm just sitting in my library. All right. Here's the kitty. So we're gonna mute and 45, and I'll see everybody on the other side. Okay, here we go. I'm not floating head anymore.
Okay.
Put some books up there. I'm still working on the freaking Sweet Valley collection. Like, this is the last stack though that I have to get through. Holy. And I only have like half of the books in this damn series. Like, I think I looked it up. There's like 221 in
Is
just the Sweet
is
Valley.
that
Yeah.
the main one that's not any of the spin-offs?
No, and then there's Sweet Valley Twins, Twins and Friends, Junior High, University. Like it's huge. It's like 2 freaking days getting through this thing. Massive. Okay. I'm sorry. I know the kitty kind of takes you unaware
Yeah.
from time to time. I know she takes me unaware sometimes too. I did get stuck in a doom scrolling um, kind of hole there for the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, I did pretty good. I did pretty good. The 11/22/63, it's just one of those books where it's not even like a page turner, like something exciting is happening. I just think that Stephen King has a way of world building and character building where it's just there's some like it's nonstop page turning, and not even necessarily because it's so exciting. You just want to keep being in this world, and that's kind of where
Right.
I'm at with this right now.
And I think that's one of his, I don't know, strengths, I guess, with all of his books. He's just so good. And it doesn't bore you, and that's the thing. And I think
Hmm.
that's because sometimes I read these books and I'm like, "Oh my God, like enough detail already, like get to the story." But those authors that are fantastic, it's the same thing with like Game of Thrones. When I was
Hmm.
reading the Game of Thrones books, I just wanted to be part of that world. And, I didn't even mind the battle scenes that went on for like chapters and chapters.
Yeah.
Um, is he ever gonna write that last damn book? I don't know.
Yeah,
Probably
we'll
not.
see. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's been a couple years since I've read the series. I do own it. I haven't gone back to reread it in a while. I remember that like the first 3 books I went through so quickly, and the 4th book, I was stuck on that one for a couple months. Like there was just
4th book, yeah, I did
so
the
much
same thing.
building to the next where I was a slog to get through that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. I went through the first 3 really, really quickly too. And yeah, that 4th one was kinda like a bridge.
Hmm.
Um, but it's like and I mean, you never know, I guess, but he's made so much money and he's so involved in, like, the shows and the spin-off shows and all of this kinda stuff that it's like, does he even care about finishing this thing off?
Yeah. I would like to see it just because I know that he had originally had said his thought process was going in a completely different direction from where the show went.
Yes.
And if for nothing else, I just kind of want to see what he had envisioned for the end
Yes.
as opposed to what they did at HBO.
Yeah. Yeah. I entirely agree with that, and it's, I don't know, I guess that was kind of the benefit of, like, when you compare it to, say, Harry Potter movies or whatever, it was like it followed it exactly. It's not like the show got ahead or the movies got ahead of the books at all. It was very consecutive. So I think that's what I would rather, because you're kind of envisioning something that somebody's created, something that they've created in their head. So if he did have a completely different vision of where it went, which I'm sure he did,
Hmm.
um, it'll be interesting to see what kind of different ending we would have gotten. I kind of do understand, like, I mean, I know that it was a bit controversial there at the end, but I do
Hmm.
kind of understand how it ended, how they kind of brought it all together.
Sure.
Like, I wasn't
Yeah.
mad at it.
It wasn't one of the worst endings that I had seen.
Yeah.
Um, I think there was things. I say that I think that there was things I wish they had done differently, but if you ask me, I'm like, well, I don't know. I just know that I couldn't tell you exactly what it. Well, actually, yeah, I don't know what I think I would have preferred. Um, but like I said, it wasn't the worst series finale that I've ever seen, so
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Speaking of movies and shows, have you watched anything interesting lately?
What have you know what? I did just watch, it was on Netflix. I watched Glass Onion, which is
Oh
the
yeah.
next movie from in the Knives Out mysteries. And I absolutely loved it. I thought it was
I've
such a
heard such
fantastic
good
movie.
things about it. I haven't watched it personally, but I've heard such good things about
Yeah,
it.
if you liked Knives Out, and it's funny because I had seen the trailer for it when it was first going to come out on Netflix, and I never got around to watching it. And now, 2 years later, I'm watching it, so I completely forgot everything that was in the trailer. So I'm pleasantly surprised seeing like what actors are in it. There are so many amazing cameos in this one, and apparently there is a third one coming out. Ryan Johnson, I think, is the writer and director who did Knives Out and Glass Onion. He's contracted with Netflix. He's got a third one coming out, and
Oh,
it's going to
interesting.
star Daniel Craig again. Daniel Craig again, and then there's a whole new batch of actors with him.
Oh.
So yeah, I think it's called like Dead Man Wake Up or Dead Man Wakes Up, but that's going to be kind of like the third Knives Out mystery that Netflix has paid for. So I don't know if there's going to be any more after that, but I'm really looking forward to that because Glass Onion was really, really good.
Um, I'm really, really, really wanting to go see, Longlegs. Has
Hmm.
anybody in the comments, has anybody seen Longlegs yet? I know it just got released today, but just hoping that somebody did. I actually saw, Mandy from Mandy's Morgue of Horror,
Hmm.
saw it today, and she said it was fantastic. So I'm
Amazing.
really excited. I promised Matt that I wouldn't go without him, so we're gonna go next weekend. He was like, "No, I really want to see it." So I've got to wait for him to get back. So I'm interested to hear if anybody has any opinions on that one. If you guys are going to see it, I mean, we've got a pretty good lineup for the rest of the year, I think, because this one seems pretty good. I mean, we've got Beetlejuice coming out. I'm not thrilled about all the remakes and sequels and stuff, but that specific one, yeah, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and then we talked about Nosferatu last week. We've got that one. We've got a pretty good lineup for the back end of 2024. And there's a bunch of movies that I haven't seen yet that I still need to see. I still haven't seen like what's it called? Talk to Me. Still haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, I need to watch that one. I have not seen that one. There was that one, and there was Nope. I have not seen Nope yet.
Nope was a nope for me.
Really. Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to give it a try because I liked um oh, what was the other Jordan Peele? I liked Us a whole lot.
Okay. He did Get Out too.
Get Out was good. I really liked Us.
Okay.
So I'm curious. I'm curious enough to see Nope. Obviously not curious enough to jump right in, but I do want to see that. But yeah, Talk to Me looked really good. I've heard mixed reviews on that though.
Oh, yeah? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting. Everyone that I talked to anyway really liked it.
Okay.
So and, just a couple of weeks ago, I watched Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. I really, really liked it. Um, so, I mean, things coming out of that studio I think are pretty good. Like, I've
Hmm.
I've enjoyed everything. I don't like, with Blumhouse, them signing on for, like, what, like, a 10-movie contract to, like, remake everything, it's like, "Can't you guys just come up with something new?"
I know that there's going to be another movie in their like Exorcist reboot situation. Um Exorcist Believer was meh. It was, whatever. The only reason I'm excited for their next Exorcist, whatever they're going to give us, is it is going to be directed by Mike Flanagan.
Mm.
And
Yep.
9 times out of 10, I love everything that Mike Flanagan does. I love all the actors that he always uses. So it's got me curious enough. So that one I would be looking forward to, but there's not I don't, you know what? I think I just don't pay attention enough. Like I'm trying to think of other movies that are coming out, and I can't outside of like Nosferatu and Beetlejuice, I can't really think of any other movies that I'm like excited to go see in the theater. The pandemic really kind of pushed me back to like, can we just rent it at home? Like, do I have to leave my house?
Right?
Can I just pay the $20 and I'm gonna rent it at home and just sit
Yeah,
on
and
my couch?
we did that a few times too, where, you pay $20 or
Mhm.
24.99 or whatever, and you can watch it at home. You're in
Yeah.
the comfort of your house. You can go to the bathroom, you don't have people chewing next to you or whatever.
Right.
Actually, I have like the worst. Did I tell you I went to see A Quiet Place Day 1 a couple weeks ago?
Mhm.
And it was just the worst experience
Yeah. That's
ever.
terrible.
It was awful. Yep, so okay, Cobwebs is going to see Longlegs this weekend. Let us know how it goes. Watching all the Friday the 13th films. We watched one not that long ago. It was really, really good. Number
You
8,
know,
can't wait for Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. I think we're gonna do like a whole like we're gonna go out to dinner and all of this kind of stuff. One of my girlfriends from work is really excited about it too.
nice.
So we're gonna
Okay.
take her and we're gonna go with a whole group of people. Disappointed by Nope. Talk to Me was
Okay.
different, which was nice change of pace since it feels like everything is the same old. Yeah. So
Okay.
that's interesting. Um, so Jackie, I would be really interested to hear your thoughts on Nope because that one was really split. Like people either loved it or they hated it. I was on the hate side. But I'm really, really interested
Yeah.
to hear what you have to say about it. Heretic. Yes. Oh, I just saw the trailer for that one the other day. Have you seen the trailer for this?
No, I'm gonna have to watch that.
Um, yeah, I'm not even gonna say anything. Maybe when we
Okay.
go to the Sprint, just
Yeah,
take
when we go to Sprints, the
watch it.
first thing I'm gonna do is watch the trailer.
Yeah, it looks he's just so creepy. He looks so creepy.
Ooh.
Nope was a no for me.
Okay.
Okay, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna say something really controversial. Because Matt especially really he's more of like he loves anything to do with aliens, Bigfoot, like cryptids, that kind of thing. And neither one of us had ever seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which is blasphemous, right?
Mhm.
So we found it at the thrift store. We watched it last year. Both of us sat through the entire movie going, "What the heck? This is so boring." And then we got to the end, and when they're in, like, the baseball field or
Mhm.
whatever, and it's like, "So we sat through 2 hours of this movie for the aliens to play tuba?"
Yeah.
'Cause they're, like, mimicking the sounds. And I know it's blasphemous, it's like, it's a classic and everybody loves it, and we're just like, I couldn't do it." I don't know.
You know, it's the beauty of art being subjective.
Yeah.
It's like there are certain movies that I know that, absolute classic movies or even current movies. Honestly, I think one of the most, and Marissa loves to make fun of me for this, but The Witch from A24.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I think that's one of the most boring movies that I've ever seen.
Really?
I think that if you combined any part of that movie, the movie that's like remotely exciting, you could like smash it all together and it's about 5 minutes of exciting content. She loves to make fun of me, but that one, like I was so utterly bored. And I love, well, I can't think of her name at the moment. Um, but yeah, like I love the actress, who was in that movie.
Uh,
But yeah, like
yeah.
I tried, and I actually watched it twice. I tried twice. I gave it like a real earnest, like I'm gonna watch it in open mind, and because I love, the Salem witch trials, the history of that, and that Puritan era. I love that time period in history. I have a ton of nonfiction books on it, and I really tried, but yeah, I found The Witch to be so boring. I couldn't
Anya
help it. I just
Taylor-Joy, thank
That's
you.
her. Yeah, she's fantastic. I saw Have you seen The Menu with her and
No,
Nicholas Holt?
no.
Oh, that's such a good movie. I really like that one. But yeah, I think she's fantastic. But yeah, unfortunately, yeah, it was a snooze fest for me. Like, and to be fair, there's a lot of like the A24 movies like that. Like, it's just those just are not my brand of movies. That's just really not my vibe. So,
Yeah.
and I don't ever like to yuck someone else's yum. So if like other people love it, then I'm like, hey, like, you know what? To me, let's just support horror
I
movies and
still
things
haven't
like
seen.
that.
You know what's funny is I thought about you earlier today when I was down here because I saw my copy of Slewfoot that still remains
Yeah.
unread on my shelf, and I heard your voice in my head going, "If you don't read Slewfoot this year, I'm canceling you."
Yep. Gotta get You got time. You got half a year left
I
to
got
do it.
half a year.
But
I
at
gotta read.
this point, you have to wait for like September, October. Like at this point, you have
Yeah.
to wait for like the fall season
Like
proper.
spooky season, like we're
Hmm.
into it. So I
Absolutely.
think what I'm gonna do, so I'm off the first week of September, like the Labor Day week, and that's when I'm getting like my arm and my chest and everything done is that weekend. So maybe we'll put it in for that weekend. I'm relaxing and I'm reading Slewfoot. That's it.
There you go. There
Perfect.
you go.
Edie has never seen Close
Yeah.
Encounters. So if you do end up seeing it, I would love to know your thoughts because for most people, like I said, it's a classic. They
Hmm.
absolutely love it. Um, Blair Witch is awful, so we can't be friends anymore. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah. Well, bye. Bye, cobwebs.
I
No,
love
I get it. So I'm curious, do you not like Blair Witch because of the story, or is it like the shaky cam, like the concept? I know someone that does not like the movie, particularly because of kind of like the guerrilla film style, like what they put the actors through, and kind of the idea of leaving, a young woman in the woods with, people that she doesn't know, and kind of the pressure that was put on her. Like I know people that don't like that movie based on kind of the politics surrounding the making of the movie. So I'm curious if it's the plot that you don't like of Blair Witch, or if it was like the whole. I know plenty of people don't like the shaky cam thing, and
yeah.
it made them feel nauseous.
It's really interesting because I heard this from a couple of people. I actually watched Blair Witch with someone, and I can't remember who it was. And it was one of those situations where I was so excited for this part. Must have been somebody I was dating or whatever. So excited for this person to see this movie. And we got to the end where they're in the basement, of course, and it ended, and they were like, "I don't get it." I'm like, "How could you not get it?"
Oh, okay, bye.
We just went for the past 2 hours. But apparently, for some people, the ending was very confusing, and maybe it was just because, like, it was just sensory overload with the story and the
Oh,
shaky
I'm sure.
cam and the
Yeah.
whole thing. But, that's really interesting. So, I know a lot of people didn't like it because of the found footage, you know,
Hmm.
whole shaky camera thing, which I totally get. Okay, so Edie agrees with
There
you.
we go. Yeah.
I have
Again,
to watch it.
those kind of movies, just they're not really. I'm very much like I love, like a good I love found footage, a
Yeah,
good 80s slasher. Like that's the stuff that I reach for.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Slewfoot and The Exorcist.
Have you read The Exorcist before, Matt? Let me know.
Yeah.
I read it for the first time last May, and I don't know, like, it's one of those things where it's like you've seen the movie a million times and it's like, "Oh, I already know this story. I don't need to read the book." But the book is just such a different entity. So I if it's your first time, I really hope you enjoy it because it did automatically become my favorite book of all time after I read it.
Yeah. That is my like number one favorite book. I read The Exorcist every year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I know you do, and we both really didn't like the second one.
Oh no, I'm so sad to not like that book.
I know. I was like, "Yeah, let's put together this buddy read," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"I had to DNF, I couldn't do it." I was so
I tried.
sorry.
I finished it out of loyalty, and then it was just utterly disappointing.
Yeah,
Utterly disappointing.
yeah, totally 100% agree. Yeah, okay, that's the reason. I also thought it was brilliant marketing situation, which it absolutely is. The film
Mhm.
failed to live up to it. Everyone has told me I'm wrong. Well, it's subjective. I always
Yeah.
say that, right? I mean, it's so funny, especially being on BookTube and all of that kind of stuff. People like tell you off in your comments because you did or didn't like something. It's like, why does somebody like country music and somebody else likes metal? Like,
Yeah.
that's it, right? Never read it. Oh, I really hope you we're both very excited for you. Let us know how you do with it. Now, personally, I actually had the audiobook and I was like flipping back and forth between
Mhm.
audio and physical. But the narration that they had for the exorcism scenes was just over the top. It was outrageous and it just made the whole thing for me. Yeah, Edie was subjected to Legion with us. And I felt so bad because I'm like, I organized this thing and I was like, I have to put it down. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one that, it's gonna I actually my thought was I'm gonna like I'll just, I don't need to keep the book. I'm gonna donate it. But I realized that like my thought was like, oh, I'm just gonna go around. I have a little library right around the corner. And I was like, I probably shouldn't put Legion in the little library, like in the book, next to like Wimpy Kid Diaries or something like that. I'm like, maybe I'll hang on to Legion and give it to someone that I know would maybe want to read it.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to go in the little library.
That's like I was at the thrift store and somebody had put like I think it was I can't remember now. But it was some like really extreme horror book in the kids section and I'm like, "Oh, you think you're funny, do you? I'm just going to move this out of here." Like cuz some of those books I would not bring to a thrift store.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just reread The Exorcist for Lauren's book club. Oh, and did the audio for the first time. It really made me think about the parts of the story differently. Yeah, I totally, totally agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking about spooky season and The Exorcist and all things wonderful, my new purse,
Oh, that's beautiful.
and it's you can't really see it, but it's sparkly,
Oh.
and
It looks like a
it's
good
actually a lot
size too.
bigger.
Yeah.
It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's at Astro Betty, and I got it Retro Glam had a sale on their sale items. So I'm like, that's it. I'm getting spooky purse. Sale on
There you go.
sale.
Generally the most important is, does it fit a book? Will a book fit in the bag?
Yes, both my Kindle, if I want to bring that, and
Mhm.
physical books will fit in there.
Yeah. So I have one of those little lounge fly backpacks. It's got Universal Monsters all over it.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, one of the first things I did, I'm like, will it, obviously it'll fit, a trade paperback and things like that. But I grabbed a hardcover. I'm like, will it fit the hardcover? It just
Just got in
doesn't
there.
fit the hardcover. Like it's stretching it a bit, but 9 times out of 10, I'm not grabbing a hardcover of anything to like
Yeah.
travel with. But the Kindle and like the paperbacks, oh yeah, they fit right in easy.
Yeah.
But
So
that's really
I'm
pretty.
I'm 100% excited about spooky season shopping now and going to the movies and all of the things. So when I actually do go get to see Long Legs, I'm going to be wearing a summer dress with my spooky purse and it's just going to be a whole vibe.
Excellent.
No, Haunted will not fit in there. I mean, that's big. It's freaking huge. The ultimate bag, and now I need to look for the Universal Monsters bag. I bought Universal Monsters pajamas last year from Spirit Halloween, and I absolutely love them. They've got like these bright, vibrant green pants.
Oh,
It's just
nice.
perfect. I love it. Okay, we're gonna go to the next sprint, and I'm going to continue with the never-ending friggin' Sweet Valley books. We'll put up the kitty, get her started, and I'll see you guys in another 45. Wow, I was really in the zone that time.
Yeah.
I moved on to this series that's absolutely massive as well, the Sweet Dreams series.
Mm,
I want to start reading some of these eventually. Did you get
okay.
to see the trailer for Heretic?
I did.
And
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm
I didn't
not
even
gonna
know
lie.
anything about it.
I went on and I was like, let me look at like some upcoming horror movies that I could, be on the lookout for. I'm not gonna lie, I watched the trailer for Longlegs.
Hmm.
I think I'm gonna wait for that one to maybe be streaming to watch that. But Heretic, that got me. Like that hooked me right away.
I I think it was funny because I didn't even know about it, and I was watching a trailer with Matthew for something else that was coming out this year, and it, like, autoplayed,
Hmm.
and I was like, "What's this?" And then the A24, logo came up, and I'm like, "Oh, what's this?" And it was I he's so creepy.
Yeah, that looks very good. I always liked when you have um an actor that you normally don't expect it playing a very unhinged character.
Yeah,
That's always like a nice fun. There was you remember that show Frasier?
yeah,
So Frasier's brother Niles, I forget the actor's name,
yes.
but he's in a movie called The Perfect Host. And he plays so like he's gonna host a dinner party. This guy shows up. I don't even remember what the premise of why this guy shows up, but like a random guy shows up and he's like basically doing like a home invasion. And then like the plot twist of this movie from like 20 years ago that I'll spoil is that like the David Hyde Pierce, that's his name from
There you
Frasier.
go. Yeah,
He turns out to be like a little bit unhinged and like turns the attack on the attacker. And it's all very psychological and very, very good. But
yeah, and
yeah,
that's what
Heretic
this one looks like
looks
it has that sort of vibe
yeah,
to
yeah.
it.
The trailer was a really good trailer.
Yeah. Yeah, and I agree, I'm glad they didn't give too much away. I remember when I was watching it, we were sitting upstairs, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning during coffee time, and like, when they panned down and you saw that candle, and it's like, "Oh,
Yeah,
no." You just get this instant feeling of dread.
yeah. I'm excited for that. That looks very, very
It
good.
looks very, very good, and, A24 has been fantastic, so, yeah, definitely excited about that one, and when you were talking about that one movie that with David Hyde Pierce, I was thinking about Robin Williams in One
Oh
Hour
yeah.
Photo.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I hadn't seen it for years, and we had Disney Plus for a while, and it was on there, and I was like I said to Matt, I was like, "Have you ever seen this?" He was like, "No." And I'm like, "Oh, you had to see this because you're
Yeah.
never gonna look at Robin Williams the same again."
It's kind of the way it is. Yeah, you don't when it's very unexpected. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to Heretic. It looks so good.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't think a whole lot of people know about it. Like, I
Yeah,
don't
like I
know if
said, I
it
mean, I'm generally not in the loop on that kind of stuff. So I didn't expect to be, but yeah, that I'm excited for it. We'll see.
I'm glad the kitty didn't startle you. She startled me this time. I was not prepared. Not even a little bit. Heretic was such a good trailer, and I love that yeah, they didn't give a
Hmm.
lot away. It was top notch. And like I said, when you have somebody that you're typically seeing in, like, romantic comedies and stuff, and all of a sudden they play, like, an old creepy dude, it is very unsettling. Look at me knowing these actors. Yes, good for you. Thank you so much, and, Anya Taylor-Joy as well.
There
So,
you go. He's coming through with the trivia tonight.
yeah, yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna do another 30 minutes because 'cause I'm very old and I'm starting to fade. It's 10 past 8.
I was gonna say for me it is 10 past 10, so this is my farewell to the sprints because I'm
Yes.
when we go to the next sprint, I'll probably bring my book with me, but yeah, it is time for like pajamas, a little snack, and a snuggle before I crash for the night.
Yeah, and I totally hear you. So before, I put the kitty on, or when I put the kitty on, I'm gonna go take my nighttime pills and the whole thing because you know, I'm old. It's
Yeah,
like senior's hour.
I'm proud of myself for being up past 10. So
Yes.
that's I'm a party animal over here.
Party animal, yeah, when we were out to that movie a couple of weeks ago, and it was the first time we had gone to a nighttime movie in years and years and years. We're very much matinee people,
Oh yeah.
and, the chick next to me was, like, constantly on her phone, and she brought in, like, a metal canteen of water, and she'd slam it in the thing, like, every single time, and I'm like, "Are you" I'm like, "Is this what movie going is like now?
I
I can't
know.
do this."
No, I can't either.
People just piss me off. Long legs trailer on the last part. Yeah, so I'm very much in that, um, criminal sort of true crime
Mhm.
thriller sort of thing. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Yes, it's late here. Thanks for the sprints. Thank you
Good
so much, Pogs.
night.
I'm sure we'll see you Sunday morning. I think I'll finish the story I'm on in Jughead and then start The Ghost of Blackwood Hall. I've read that one, I believe, and it was pretty good. I will put it in the middle of the road. Pretty
Okay.
sure I've read that one. Okay, we're gonna reset the kitty. Jackie's gonna be peacing out here. We're going down to 30 minutes. I've got my Celtic, like, music for sleep playing in the background, so that
Oh,
might
nice.
also be affecting me too. Okay, guys, last sprint, and then, we're definitely gonna be doing Sunday morning as well, so
All right.
you
Thank
guys
you
will
for
definitely.
inviting me on, Lizzie.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Yeah, and good night, everybody. And yeah, talk to everybody on Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.
How did we all make out? People starting to drop off. Jackie is getting ready for bed. Good night. So I'm going to wrap it up here too, guys. Spent a lot of time in the library today. It's been a slow go, but I'm getting everything cataloged properly into my app and just putting in also like the condition of each one of the books so that if I'm out thrifting, I can find replacements for ones that are in poor condition. So I've been kind of doing that, which is taking a really, really long time. So I didn't do any reading during it. I just kind of listened to some music and yeah, so I think I did take my nighttime pills. So I'm going to go on upstairs and just relax for a little bit. I'm going to continue reading my haunted book, which has been really, really super fun to read through. So I hope you guys all had a great night. Let me know what your progress was. Got a nice little start with Nancy, most excellent. I think most people have dropped off at this point. We've only got a couple of people left. So I am going to wrap it up here, you guys, and I'm going to be recording tomorrow. So there'll be a new video. And of course, we'll do our sprints on Sunday morning as well. So hope to see you all Sunday morning and have a great rest of your weekend. And we'll chat soon. Bye, guys.